You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
Four numbers move the needle for foreign investors in Korea today. Samsung Electronics posted 89.4 trillion won in operating profit, a surprise beat even against Wall Street's own high forecast. Oil prices jumped 6% overnight after President Trump said Iran's ceasefire memorandum is effectively over. Korea just opened up its market with a new foreign omnibus account structure that's already changing how global brokers get in. And domestic asset managers are quietly rotating new ETF launches away from Korea and toward the US. It's Thursday, July 9th. Here's why global investors are paying attention to Korea today. Samsung's earnings beat came just a day after Meritz Securities forecast 90.1 trillion won in operating profit, landing within roughly 700 billion won of the actual number. The surprise reflects a structural shift in memory demand from consumer electronics toward artificial intelligence infrastructure spending by U.S. hyperscalers. At the same time, renewed fighting in the Strait of Hormuz and a stalled U.S.-Iran ceasefire memorandum sent crude prices sharply higher. Here's what the numbers show. Samsung Electronics posted 89.4 trillion won, or roughly $64.8 billion, in operating profit for the second quarter. That figure came within 700 billion won of Meritz Securities' pre-earnings estimate of 90.1 trillion won, or about $65.3 billion, one of the tightest forecast gaps on record for the stock. 2 to 3 more years, that's how long Meritz expects the memory supercycle to run before any major hyperscaler signals it's quitting the AI race. WTI crude jumped 6.46% to $74.99 a barrel after President Trump said the Iran ceasefire memorandum is over. Brent crude rose 6.31% to $78.84 a barrel, the sharpest single-day move in months. New U.S. foreign direct investment rose to $232 billion in 2025, up from $155 billion in 2024, per the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis. Net U.S. investment, once divestment and intercompany loans are factored in, fell below the 10-year average last year, the New York Times reported. Korea's new foreign omnibus account, launched with Interactive Brokers and Samsung Securities in May, is now processing trades across hundreds of stocks a day. So what does this mean for global investors weighing Korea exposure? Earlier, we said Samsung's earnings beat pointed to a structural shift toward AI-driven memory demand. Here's what that means for positioning. With Meritz projecting 2 to 3 more years of upcycle, the case for staying overweight Korean tech exposure through 2027 or 2028 remains intact. The oil spike and the shift among Korean asset managers back toward U.S.-focused ETFs are separate signals worth tracking alongside the new omnibus account, which is broadening participation beyond semiconductors. That's today's AI Prism, Global Investors. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Juan Ifrah award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.